In this tutorial, I'm going to show you my version of the Japanese cheesecake, which is also sometimes called a cotton cheesecake or a souffle cheesecake. Let's get started. 1/4 cup of fresh milk, 140 grams or 2/3 cup of cream cheese, 40 grams or about 3 tablespoons of butter, 10 grams or 2 teaspoons of lemon juice or vanilla, 50 grams or 1/3 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon or 15 grams of cornstarch, 5 whole eggs, 2/3 cup of sugar. Put together cream cheese, butter, and milk. And then you heat this over low fire. You can heat it over direct heat, or you can put this on top of a double boiler. We will just do it over low fire. It's faster. Use very low heat because you don't want to burn, and you also don't want to boil the mixture. Just until the butter and the cream cheese will melt. I still see small clumps of cream cheese, but the butter is already melted. This is very similar to the Castella cake. However, the Castella cake does not have cream cheese. But the procedure for mixing and baking is very, very similar. Alright, this is done. Okay. So we take this out. And then we add in the egg yolk, one at a time, and then you mix well. And then we add in lemon juice. This is just for flavoring, so you can use vanilla instead of lemon juice. And then I have here flour and cornstarch. Alright, then we beat the egg whites. Alright, here I have the egg whites. Okay, now we add the sugar. If you have a hand mixer, please add the sugar gradually. For a KitchenAid mixer or any heavy duty mixture, you can add everything in. Okay, now I will lower the speed to 8 because we don't want very big bubbles, because very big bubbles are very fragile. They burst quickly, so it easily deflates. Smaller bubbles are more stable. Remember, this cake has no leavening agent. It has no baking powder or baking soda or whatever that will make it rise. So you should be able to beat the egg whites well and fold it in well, because this will determine the volume. Okay. See? It's still a little bit soft. It's not really, you will know if it's medium stiff because the tip will bend a little bit, okay? And you will notice it's shiny, okay? We will divide this into 3. We will fold in 1/3 first. By the way, 1/3 is only like an estimate. It doesn't have to be exactly 1/3. Then what we do is we stir this slowly with a wire whisk. Okay. Don't overmix. Alright, then we do the next. One direction. Okay. Then the last third. As I said, it does not have to be equally it doesn't have to be equal the 1/3. I just want you to add it in 3 additions, that's all. Okay? One direction until the egg whites are dispersed. But please don't overmix, huh? I still have some egg whites here on top, because if you don't mix the egg whites well, then you will have some air holes in your cake. Make sure you scratch the bottom because The heavy portion is always in the bottom, of course. Make sure, see? When you lift it up and you see it's the same color, top and bottom, then it means you have already folded it enough, okay? We have, this is a this is an 8-inch, 8x3. Fold it in one more time using a rubber scraper, see? You can still miss a few of the egg yolk mixture. It's better to finish it with a rubber scraper than to use the wire whisk entirely, because you tend to overmix with a wire whisk, okay? See, you wait until the mixture is really smooth, but it should not be watery. The moment it's watery, then your cake will not rise. Okay? You put parchment paper at the bottom and on the sides. And then one last thing, use you can use a barbecue stick. I'm using a cake tester. You go around in widening circles. This is to take out big bubbles. If you want your Japanese cheesecake to be really fine, okay? Alright. And then, tap this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then we put this in the oven. In the oven, we will cook this bain-marie. It means there is a pan of water underneath. Huh? So I will put this in the oven first and pour the water, because if I pour the water now, it's going to be very difficult to put it in the oven. Another way is put water here, put this in the oven, and then you can do that, okay? As I mentioned, 2 ways. You can put the water in first and then put the baking pan, or you can put the baking pan and pour the water. Whatever is easy for you. Okay, I need a little bit more water. Water should be about 1 inch. You bake it at 300 degrees for about 40 minutes. And then after that, we lower the temperature. This is after 30 to 40 minutes at 300 degrees. You open this for 10 seconds. 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000, 10,000 for 10 seconds. Then close it. Then lower the heat to 275 for another 20 minutes. So total is about 1 hour. I have many recipes to share with you. If you're interested, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you can be alerted when a new video is uploaded. Alright, we'll take this out now. I will just test the side because I don't want to make a hole in the center. So it's clean, it's done. So you take it out, you shut it off. You take this out. We will invert it so that it will not wrinkle so much. Okay. Oops. And then here, this is our Japanese cheesecake. It's jiggly. Sorry, the top was a little bit wrinkled because I wasn't able to invert it immediately as soon as it came out of the oven. It's just like the castella cake that you have to take it out while it's still hot. Okay, let me slice it so we can see the inside. Here, look. It's very soft, it's very jiggly. This is our Japanese cheesecake, which they also call a souffle cheesecake. It's different from the American cheesecake. The American cheesecake is dense. The Japanese cheesecake is very soft. And then you can sprinkle this with a little powdered sugar if you like, and put some strawberries on top. So you avoid the wrinkling on top. Please remove it from the pan as soon as you take it out of the oven. Okay? So here is our Japanese cheesecake.